Hey friends, it's Jennifer here, and I am so excited to come at you today because I want to share with you something that I've been working on for about 6 to 8 months. Many of you know by now, because the secret is out, sorry, I'm adjusting my screen, that I have written a book. Yep, a book. It is not only been a love over the past 6 months, but it's also been, a fun time. I'm so excited to be a published author that I want to share with you here today the actual unboxing of my copies that I got in the mail this weekend. I have left them in the box. I have only cracked the seal. I have not looked at them yet. So all I have seen is a PDF copy, the proof copy. But I want to share with you my book. And I'm saying my book, but what is the book? The book is called The Ultimate Puzzle Book for Kids, and it is geared for children ages 9 through 12. Now, with that, I'm not saying younger kids couldn't do some of them, but I'm also not saying that older kids couldn't do some of the activities, because they definitely can. There are even some of the activities that when I've given them to adults, they've struggled with them. So if this sounds like something that your kids would enjoy this summer, especially with all that extra time on their hands, you're going to want to check it out. I'm going to leave the link and the information down below for where you can go grab it on Amazon, because yes, it's on Amazon. Today is July, oh goodness, the 7th, 8th? It's the 7th. It is currently on pre-order on Amazon for only $12.99. It will be released on the 21st. So that means if you pre-order it, you will be either getting your copy on or before the 21st, for the most part. So let's dig in. So I'm opening the box. It's a big box. Gotta love when they send you packing bubbles to make sure that it's safe and secure. And here we go. The Ultimate Puzzle Book for Kids. To say I'm excited is an understatement, for sure. It's a lot thicker than I thought. When you're writing a book, you don't realize how thick it's going to be, or how many pages things are going to end up being. So yeah, I'm excited. I would say it's almost a full inch thick. It's pretty thick. So, yeah. Now, all the artwork is not designed by me. It is simply, I had a team of artists that did everything. So, when you see some things that are like, ooh, Jennifer got all funky. No, I can't take credit for that. That it was my artist team that did that. But, like you can see here, the Ultimate Puzzle Book for Kids, Sudoku, mazes, crosswords, and more. It is geared for 9 through 12. And I'm so excited. I see my name in print. It's got just like the basic information on the back. It is a nice glossy cover. So let's dig in. The Ultimate Puzzle Book for Kids. So my illustrations were done by Celeste Ayers. Thank you, Celeste. It does have 4 chapters within the book, and they increasingly go up with difficulty, except for chapter 4. So chapter 1 is challenging, chapter 2 is stupendously mind-bending, and chapter 3 is tragically mind-breaking. Chapter 4, I'll talk about here in just a minute. So within the book, there's an introduction, of course. Here we are in chapter 1. Within the book, we have different types of games. So like this is a ladder puzzle. So where you start with one word and you have clues to get to the bottom word. These are some of those logic puzzles we all did as a kid. Cryptograms and some easy Sudokus. Some hidden pictures. Remember those as a kid? I would love to go to the doctor's office because you would get to do those. And then it would stink if somebody had already done it and then you had nothing to find. Some emoji Sudokus. Word scrambles. So there's a nice variety. These are so fun. The matchstick math games. So students have to use what's already there, and then they have restrictions on what they can move. There are some mazes. There are lots of different games in this. A word search. Truly, I am so excited. Crossword puzzles. More word searches. This is a different one. A wacky word chunk. So they have to match the first half of the word with the second half of the word. So like this one says jum. So we have to look all down these to see which second part of the word would go with it. And it's jumped. So Jumped. So jumped. And then they would write that on the line. I can see that being really good for some English language learners. I love rebus puzzles. Those are always fun. This was a new puzzle for me. I had never actually played this game, so I had to think outside the box when I was creating them. This is Furushiki. So it's kind of like a mix of a Sudoku. Not really. It's a number type puzzle. And it uses inequalities. So it really makes kids think. And then we go into the medium chapter. So the first chapter has 29 pages. Yeah. And then, I mean, it's about the same for the rest. You can see on the side, all the chapters are color coordinated. So you can see the different chapters. It's also that way on the top. So it's easy to see. But I'm going to turn to chapter 4. Chapter 4 is probably some of my favorite. And I specifically asked them to make multiple pages for this chapter so that they would be easy to use over time. So chapter 4 is games for two, so that kids can play with a friend or with an adult. So basically they're templates. In here, got your basic Tic-Tac-Toe. And then we got Super Tic-Tac-Toe, so it has a little bit different of instructions if you haven't ever played that one. Sorry. Yeah, we got Tic-Tac-Toe, Super Tic-Tac-Toe, and there's actually 4 pages of Super Tic-Tac-Toe. The dots game. This was one of my favorite games as a kid. I love playing dots and boxes. And then we've got 4 to Score, which is a take on Connect 4, but I couldn't call it that. Then we have SOS, which is another new game to me. This is awesome. We actually used to play this when I taught middle school. And I had it on the Promethean board when we played it. And it's triple-decker tic-tac-toe. So not only are you playing tic-tac-toe in the one square, but you're playing it layered as well. So it's really fun. And then we have some word jumbles, so kids can create their own little word jumbles and have a friend answer them. And then we, of course, come to the answer key. So, and even the answer key is in full color. How cool is that? I don't recall ever having answer keys in full color when I was growing up. So, again, I am so excited at this book. I am so happy for all of you who are already supporting me over the past 2 weeks while we've been doing pre-orders. It is still on pre-order for the next 2 weeks. If you're seeing this after July 21st, it's ready. It's available. Go buy it. But yes, it truly does support me if you reach out and you do a pre-order, because it helps it to be seen to more people on the platform that you purchased it on. Now, I'm directing everybody to Amazon simply because Amazon is a major platform for books. Even though it pretty much sells everything these days, it's still a major platform for books. So, if you loved this little sneak peek, I would love if you took a second and jumped right on over and pre-ordered a copy for yourself, kids in your life, a teacher in your life. Thank you very much, and I appreciate all of the support. Thanks, guys.